Hello, what's up everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I just got back from the theaters after watching Kin! That's K-I-N. This is a 2018 film that was written and directed by Jonathan and Josh Baker. I don't know these guys, but apparently they really needed to make this movie. The plot is we follow Elijah, played by Miles Truitt, and Elijah is this kid that was adopted by this family. The father, played by Dennis Quaid, is, I don't want to say a hard ass, but he's definitely being a little hard on not only him, but his adopted brother, who just got out of prison, 6 years, and he comes back. Of course, he's roped up into some bad stuff. He owes people money. It gets them in this situation. They go on the run. But the biggest part of all of this is that Elijah found this weapon, this big, huge gun that I guess is not of this world. And this gun helps them along the way get out of certain jams and situations. But obviously, all of this stuff is going to catch up sooner or later. Now, what I thought of Kin was... Look, I'll be honest. Probably the first 3/4 of this movie I did not hate. I'm not saying I loved it, but I thought, okay, this is moderately interesting. The Elijah character, he is black. This actor, Miles Truitt, I've never seen him before, but I thought he was good in this role. And just, I like that he was adopted by this white family. And it wasn't a huge issue. Sure, there was a couple of characters, mostly like the villains, who might have drawn attention to it. But for the most part, they did see each other as family. And Dennis Quaid, I enjoy Dennis Quaid. I do. He did a good job of playing a, like I said, stern father, but not a dick, not too over the top. And the brother, Jimmy, played by Jack Rayner, I was looking at this guy and thinking, why does he look so familiar? Not just because he looks like Chris Pratt a little bit, but because, oh yeah, I looked it up, he was in Transformers 4. That piece oh shit movie. Luckily, this character, as unlikable as he is in this film, or always as unlikable as some of the stuff he does in this movie, he's still more likable than he was in that Transformers film. Garbage. Hot garbage. Anyways, he comes in. He means well. Look, the guy did his time. He wants to come in. He just wants to pay his debt. Supposedly, he owes them $60,000 for protection in prison. That's where James Franco comes in as the villain. And it's ridiculous. It's like this guy's first day out of prison and they expect him to just give them $60,000. Where the hell is he going to pull that money from? Out of his ass? Seriously. And it's like when he says he doesn't have it, Franco's like, oh, well, I'm going to have to come to your house and kill your family. Well, I don't understand how they would have thought that he would have that type of money on him. It's ludicrous. It's dumb. But okay, fine. We get to this point. So something bad happens, and now Jimmy takes Elijah on the run, and they're going along. And I like, this is what I did like about it, is the fact that you introduced this alien tech. Technically, I have every reason to believe at this point it's an alien gun, and you're like, wow. For the rest of this movie, though, for the whole, the Jimmy character and James Franco being the villain and then Elijah being the adopted brother, like this could have been a different type of movie. But you throw in the alien tech and you throw in two random aliens that I say they're aliens, but the whole movie they're dressed in like motorcycle helmets and leather outfits. Like they don't look like aliens in any way, shape, or form, but they're tracking the gun. They're on the tail. If this film sounds confusing, It's not because it is, it's just because there is a lot going on, and it ultimately doesn't amount to much. When you get to the end of the movie, that's where it fell apart. That's where I thought, wow, guys, I wanted to give this a decent rating. I wanted to give it a decent review even as I'm watching it. Jack Reynor, like I said, he does a lot of dumb things. He's constantly doing things that you're like, dude, come on, stop it. Stop repeating the same mistakes that you repeat over and over again. They meet Zoe Kravitz, who's a stripper. Don't get too excited because she does not get naked in the movie, but she was good in the film. There's not really bad performances. Even James Franco was good because whenever he plays, especially a villain, he'll commit and he pulls it off. It's just the last maybe 15 minutes, I just thought it was so over the top. I need to talk about it. I do. I'm going to spoil the fuck out of this. So the two aliens that you saw in the helmets, and they've been tracking the gun, tracking Elijah this whole time. By the time they catch up to them, you see that one of them is Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan. The Michael B. Jordan, who just came off of Black Panther. He's so hot right now, right? Everybody loves Michael B. Jordan. He shows up in this half-ass cameo to explain that he's an alien, that Elijah is an alien, that they're, in fact, brothers, that there's this war going on their planet, and that you're too young now, but we're going to need you one day. Sequel bait? Anyone? And then you end with like, oh, well, we're going to find out more about that, right? And we're going to find out more about that gun. And this isn't over yet. It's just, it ends in a way where you say, fuck you. I'm not saying that's my rating. No, I won't go that far. But I'm saying you had it, people. You had a somewhat interesting story. You had a grounded story that I was amused to see what little budget you had, what you were going to do with this gun weapon, and what little action scenes you were able to pull off, but it still felt grounded enough. By the end of it, it's like, if you want to make that movie, then make that movie. Don't start with this low-ass budget and then assume that, oh, it's going to be this huge blockbuster. So the sequel is when we'll get to make our big movie. This has happened so many times now. Not just with YA novels and all those teeny bop movies that never get sequels. But remember Skyline? That's what this reminds me of. Skyline, an alien invasion movie where you didn't really see any of the invasion. And it sets up for a sequel that we never, at least not the sequel that they originally wanted to make. It's disappointing in so many ways. As disappointing as it is, I wasn't angry enough. I'm still, even after the fact, not angry enough. It's something that I'm gonna forget about. It's something that I'm not really probably ever gonna talk about ever again. So Netflix and chill.
Oh yeah.
I'm being very generous, I feel like, with this movie. Let me know in the comments below if you saw Kin. What did you think of it? Did you like it more than I did, or do you think it absolutely sucks? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!